Hey guys, welcome to Pick a Card Reading. So pile number 1 is clear quartz. Pile number 2 is amethyst. And pile number 3 is lapis lazuli. So tune in and see which pile you are most attracted to. You can absolutely choose more than one pile. So pile number 1 is clear quartz. Pile number 2 is amethyst, and pile number 3 is lapis lazuli. And I'll be right back with each reading. So if you chose pile number 1, that is clear quartz, and let's see what message the universe has for you. Okay, so we are starting off with the Phoenix card. So this is be prepared to be renewed after a period of crises. So if you have been feeling like what I'm hearing is that you're stuck, you've been aggravated, you've been disappointed, you may have fallen to the lowest of low, and you may not have any energy, or you're wondering, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make this happen? You're actually in a really good place right now because your mind is no longer trying to make anything happen or force anything to happen. You're actually in the space of where you want to just give up. So in the giving up is when you release, you relax, you let go, and then you allow the universe to come in to support you and then guide you onto your path. The next card is the Web Weaver, which is synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. So I love this because when you let go, that's when the synchronicity comes in. So this is you letting go of that resistance, getting that nudge from your spirit team of do this next, open up this email, place this call, say yes to this opportunity. And that's what gets you the bounce back when you're able to come up again and actually get back onto the right track. So the next card for you is I am the loving energy of the universe. So sometimes when we're in a very low state, we forget, we think that we're by ourselves. And this is a reminder to you that you're never alone. So something that I like to do is in the morning is sit with all that is, with God, Creator, whatever your word is for it. When you have that moment and you feel the energy, you feel the love, you know you're supported, you're not alone, it helps for life to be a lot easier than what it appears to be. So our next card is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So this is really good to be true to yourself is what I'm hearing on this one. If there's something that you don't want to do, you don't feel in alignment with it, don't do it. So this would be the people pleasing program. I have to do this in order to be accepted. It's important that you take care of yourself, especially if you're feeling pretty low and disappointed, because remember the phoenix is when we fall. And it's from the ashes that the phoenix comes up. So there's a resting period and a resting point for you that is really important for you to take care of yourself. So your next card is the passion card. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So yeah, I love this. What a great pairing to remind you to do what brings you peace, what brings you joy. And sometimes it may just be being on your own by yourself so that you're not stressed out, okay? Let's see, our next card is the crown chakra. So for the crown chakra, amethyst is great for this. Although the clear quartz came up, clear quartz is good for all of the chakras. So with the crown chakra, that's you connecting into all that is, you connecting into your spirit team, your guides, your angels, just getting that wisdom and getting support, wondering what do I do next? What's my next step? Your crown chakra is going to help with that. So when you have that type of connection, you start to feel hope, right? So you no longer feel like I can't do this. You do feel hopeful. Oh, love this for you. This is the goals card. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. That's a sigh of relief, right? After so much working, trying to force things, trying to make them happen the way that you want them to happen, is when you follow the synchronicity, right? You give up, you follow the synchronicity of what's best for you. Then you get onto the right path, and that's when the goals come in, that you're able to achieve what it is that you want. Here is a message from the universe. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. So there's no perfection. So if you're trying to get it right, if you're trying to get it perfect, if you expect for certain outcomes to happen, if you thought you should have been here by now, this is an opportunity just to relax and to breathe and to know that everything is okay. So let's look at an activation card for you, which is Hathor, Light Codes, Light Immersion, Full System Upgrade, Power Recall. So again, when you take care of yourself, you put yourself first, it's not selfish. When you're able to do this, now you can take care of yourself and you can really live in love, which is here, which is that reminder. And let's look at our message from the cosmos. Do something kind for someone without any expectation. So I'm actually going to say, apply this to yourself. Do something kind for yourself without any expectation. So one of the programs a lot of us hold on to is we feel like we should be at a certain place in life at a particular point. And if we're not there, then we get upset, or we will maybe try to manifest very hard, or we'll do something to get that result. Do something kind for yourself without expectation, and it will, I'm hearing, come back to you much faster than what you thought possible. And I also heard tenfold. So if you chose card number 1, this was your reading. Next up, pile number 2. If you chose pile number 2, that is Amethyst. And let's see what your cards are. Okay, so pile number 2, your first card is Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So I love this for you, pile number 2. This is about you having fun. So I'm hearing, if you've been taking life too seriously, if you've been working really hard, striving really hard, forgetting to balance, this is a reminder to balance out your energies so that you're not pushing and struggling so hard. I'm also hearing that if you haven't been feeling well, this is also going to help with your immune system, because if you've been really grinding the wheels and pushing, this could also put stress on your body. So remember to balance in order to have the energies flow for you a lot smoother and easily. Your activation card is the Anunnaki Light Codes, Energetic Shift, New Information, End of Cycle. So what a great card as far as the flirt and the end of a cycle. So again, if you've been really feeling that, pushing a boulder uphill, that you've been looking for, like, I've been doing all of this work, when is it going to get easier? This is letting you know that you are definitely at the end of this cycle. At the end of this cycle, it's important that we're relaxing and resting, because it's going to require energy for the shift and for the new cycle. Next card here is Make the Effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So the great love, whether you're in a relationship, or it's the great love for yourself, or it's the great love for creation itself and what you want to create. I'm really getting here I'm feeling like you really have that rebellious entrepreneurial spirit. You're not like anyone else. You don't follow the status quo. And because you're forging in your own direction, sometimes it can feel a little draining and it can also feel a little disappointing. So remembering that as you're making the effort, it's not about the destination, it is about the journey. And the reason why this information is coming forward is the destination keeps changing. So as you are manifesting, as you're creating and starting to live your goals, you're not quite satisfied because there's something else that you want to do. Okay? The next card for you is the Fool card. Have the courage to embrace change, take risk, be adventurous. So how perfect for you, because I do feel like that you do have the courage. I feel like that you are adventurous and you are taking risks and you are getting outside of your comfort zone. And I feel like that you have been questioning life. Like there's more to this. This can't just be it. There's more to explore. So I definitely feel this strongly for you, and you're definitely on the right path. We just want to make sure that your energy is high and it's in a good place so that you can continue going forward. Next card that came up for you is the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Well, we have been talking about energy, right? So I love that this came up for you because it just reminds you of where to funnel your energy and your attention. So not placing your energy on what's not working. Do an overall assessment and see how far you've come. Often we don't take the time to do that, and when we sit down and we realize how far we've come, we give energy to that, we celebrate that, and then that's the energy to keep moving forward. That's the push that we're looking for. So the next card for you that came up is the Dragon's Duel. Inner conflict, mortality, conscious choice. So again, it's the perception. What are you choosing to look at? Are you looking at what's not working, or are you looking at what's working? Because what we focus on expands and grows. So this is your reminder of duality, because we do live in a duality planet where there's the positive and the negative, and what we focus on expands and grows. So show yourself some grace because there's a lot of things that you've done right. We've really been programmed to look at what's not working, and that tends to get more energy. So this is your opportunity to make that conscious choice to choose differently. I love this next card for you. I honor how I want to feel. So, you know what? If you are feeling down, if you're feeling low, if you need to release, allow yourself to have that space. You don't have to be the rescuer. You don't have to be the person with the cape with the S on your chest. It is okay to be taken care of. It is okay to have some slow down time. And it is okay to honor how you feel. Okay? The next card that came up for you, oh, I love this. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune awaits. So you're definitely, and I feel like this goes great with this Fool card of taking that chance, being adventurous. When you stick to the path and you keep going, you do reach your expectations. The goals are achieved. So if you've been questioning yourself, when is it going to happen? It's all happening now. And then your card is the base chakra. So with the base chakra, it's fight, flight, freeze, safety in numbers. So your chakra could get triggered as you're moving away from the crowd, as you're moving away from status quo. Just one of the things you might want to do is get outside, get in nature, get around trees. And as you're feeling yourself being triggered, show yourself some grace. Show, it's okay to honor how you feel. Show yourself that type of love, that you're doing good enough. And your message from the cosmos is Stop looking outside of yourself for the answers. You already know them. So again, it's just that confirmation to go within. So we're not looking outside of ourselves for confirmation. We're not looking for other people's approval, which would actually go with that base chakra when people tell you what you should or should not do, or if it was me, I would do this or that. You got to remember, it's not them, so we don't want to listen to that. Your answers are already inside of you, okay? So if you chose pile number 2, I hope this reading resonated with you, and our next one is pile 3. Okay, so if you chose pile number 3, it is Lapis Lazuli. So let's see what your cards are. Your message from the universe. Okay, so pile number 3, first card that came up for you is Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, so I feel like, and what the word that I heard is space chakra, and that actually came up in pile number 2's reading. I feel that you already, like your spidey senses are tingling, and you already know that something's off, and maybe you've been ignoring red flags because you see the best in everyone and you hope for the best because you would not deceive people, and you would hope that you wouldn't attract a deceiver. I do feel like that someone is lazy around you and that they may be using you. So pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to your solar plexus, which is giving you the information. So if something feels off, it absolutely is. Don't let anyone gaslight you or make you think that you're not, or that you're not understanding what you're actually understanding, okay? Next card that came up for you is the Love card. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. So love is the highest vibration. It is the highest frequency. When we're in this state, it makes it so much easier for us to align and attract the situations that we want. It makes it easier for us to achieve the goals that we want to achieve. I feel like that you do live in this state often, and I feel like that's why you're attracting someone that wants to shortcut and not quite do the work. Third card that came up is the Ice Queen. Ideals preserve, non-action entitlement. So if you're to the point where you're kind of going back and forth in your mind and you're like, when is it going to happen? I thought it was going to happen by now. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm over it. You just want to watch out for these feelings that are coming up within you of feeling like that you should already be here. If for some reason that you're not experiencing what you want to experience, I'm hearing for you, pile number 3, check the inner programs, check the inner dialogue. What programs have you been given that maybe you're not where you want to be right now? So what's your beliefs? What's the limitations that's happening? And then challenge those and look at it differently in order to make a shift. So what I mean by this, I was given a program as a little girl. If you want to be successful, work in corporate. Now, I did not want to disappoint, so I did work in corporate. Although I was miserable, I wasn't happy. I was in a situation because I bought into that program. So it took some time of me challenging that and breaking it. And once I broke that belief, I was able to get out of corporate, and now I'm working as an entrepreneur, and I'm a lot happier, so I'm not having those Monday blues. So what is it that you are believing to be true that's not true, and challenge that, okay? Next card that came up for you is Unity. A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Okay, so again, when we're able to get out of that program, when we're able to get out of the limited thinking, this is where our freedom is. The great love is the love of life. It's the love of us connecting and co-creating with all that is. It's us being spiritual, having this beautiful human experience, and us being able to create in a way that we cannot do in the non-physical, because we have such polarity here that's not in the non-physical. Our soul can really expand and experience, and that is a great love for our soul. The next card that came up is release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So if you have an ex and this person is texting, they're trying to get in touch with you, a lot of times people can know when you're on a come up, when you're doing well, when something positive is happening in your life, and they magically know and they try to come back, and then they end up being a disruptor. If you need to block that person, you don't have to give your energy, you don't have to give your time to someone that's in the past. It's important because you need your energy to keep moving forward because of what you're manifesting, okay? Which is great love for your own life. I love this next card for you. Happiness is my birthright. It absolutely is. And I do feel like that sometimes you could have some family or friends that are not necessarily happy because they bought into the programs that things just don't work for me. It's always a struggle. It's hard what's to use. And so you want to start to back away from those people because we don't want them draining you of your energy, because it can affect your manifestations and how you're living. The next card is the presence of love will always cast out fear. I love where this is headed for you. Love is the highest vibration. Fear is our mind when it can't perceive what's going to come up next. Our mind can only perceive what happened yesterday, last month, last year. It does not know what's coming up in the future. However, our higher self, the universe, our spirit team, they know exactly what's coming up. So when we're able to be in that higher vibration of love, we can get the abundance, we can get the downloads, we know the next steps, and it casts out that fear, right? The next card that came up for you is the new beginnings. So definitely love this for you because you really have been working toward it. You've been looking for a sign. I feel like this is the sign that you've been waiting for, that you've been really patient, and use those energies to infuse this new beginning and enjoy it and be in the space of love, so that as you're on this new journey, it just feels magical and it feels really wonderful. Let's look at your activation card. And your activation card is retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, Dharma. So with that new beginning, you're going to need the energy. So very similar to pile number 2, you need the energy for the new beginning. So have some downtime, allow yourself to recharge so that you're in alignment with your new beginning. And let's look at your message from the cosmos. Take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. So this is really magical because one of the programs that's also running on this planet is, I call it the baby bird energy, where we're taken care of. So when you think about working at corporate, you're taken care of. So the work is brought to you and you don't have any responsibility. You don't have to go out and get anything. You don't have to think of anything. So the important part is when it comes to your life, remember you are the author of your book. You say how your life goes. We're not about blaming parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, school systems, government. If you want to change, shift it. The change comes from within, and once you change within, the entire outside of your reality changes, okay? So if you picked pile number 3, I hope that you enjoyed it, and share with me in the comments below if it resonated. Okay, so if you stayed to this far, I hope you enjoyed the 3 readings, whether if you chose 1 pile, 2 piles or all 3 piles. Share with me in the comments below how it resonated, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.